bought the house about 3 years ago, and we had an old oil boiler. And the previous house we had piped gas, so it seemed a lot cleaner and a lot more efficient. So we were looking at our options for here, and we heard about LPG. So we looked into that and we went with that.
Believe it or not, we heard about LPG first just on a radio. I was in the car one day and an ad came on the radio with the offer that was there in terms of the service, and it spoke about the efficiencies of LPG, and there was a couple of other incentives then too in terms of, you know, boilers, and there was a bit of reduction in the installation costs as well. So we heard about it on the radio and took it from there. The process of switching from oil to LPG was extremely simple. I just went online, logged a query about it, got a call a few days later, and within about a month, maybe 6 weeks, we had our tank installed, boiler installed, and we were operating on LPG.
The main benefit I'd see is that it's instant heat. As soon as we turn it on, the place is warm in minutes. It's a lot more efficient, and we can turn it on the app on the phone out of the house that we certainly couldn't do with the oil before.
Yeah, making the switch from oil to LPG, it has definitely had a lot of benefits for our own family life here. I think the speed at which the house heats, the speed at which the hot water is heated up is fantastic. And you're not waiting around then for showers after mucky rugby sessions or mucky football matches. So that's all, time is great to have that bit of time back. Also, kind of the control that we have on the stock management, it's monitored remotely. If the stock drops below a certain level, we know the truck is coming to top up the tank outside. So you're not trying to coordinate, time off work or whatever else to be at the house waiting for an oil truck to come.
Yeah, in relation to security, I suppose, it would have been part of the decision that oil can be easily stolen and the prices are only rising, so it would be a risk. The gas is definitely the safer option, and it's not going to be stolen, so we know we have it.
It was a huge part of it really, when we looked at alternative fuel sources from the oil that was in the house when we first bought it, and being in an area that was heavily dependent on solid fossil fuels over the years, we absolutely looked at a solution that would deliver in terms of environmental and sustainability and indeed climate action. So LPG when we looked at that option first, we knew it was a cleaner fuel, haven't had experience with gas before, but also the option that's available to us in either blending in some bio-LPG, which is fully renewable, or indeed burning bio-LPG only was certainly very enticing for us. So we wanted to have that option for our household.
Yeah, the air quality, I suppose, in an urban rural town, and especially in the Midlands, solid fuel, fossil fuel fires and smoke would definitely be very obvious if you were out running or walking or anything, especially in the evenings in the winter. For us to have a better, cleaner heating system that gave a cleaner air was definitely part of our decision. And then having the young kids, I suppose you want to try and do your bit for cleaner air for them, and looking at climate change and all that for the future.